Hi Year 6 and welcome to today's Jigsaw lesson. So this term in Jigsaw we have been looking at celebrating difference. We've talked about the differences between people, we've talked about celebrating difference and differences not causing conflict, we've talked about bullying, we've talked about what is normal, and we've learnt about the stories of some children with disabilities. So if you remember, we've watched Archie's story and Theo's story, and they were two school-aged children just like you, but one was visually impaired and one had cerebral palsy. And we learned about the things that make their life different, things that might be a bit harder for them, but we were also really inspired by them because they carried on as normal and they didn't want to be treated any differently. In today's lesson, we're going to look at some other inspirational people with disabilities, and we're going to focus on Paralympians, okay, disabled people who compete in the Olympics. So, have a look at these photographs. There are 5 athletes here. I would like you to pause the video and see if you are able to name any of these athletes, and then come back and I will reveal who they are. Okay, so there's 5 athletes here and they all competed and were very successful in the London 2012 Olympics. Now I know that was a few years ago now, but that was very significant because it meant that they're all British athletes and they all got to compete in their own country, which is really, really special. So let's see if you knew any of them. This lady here is Hannah Cockcroft and she does the 100 and 200 metre races in her wheelchair. This man here is David Weir. He does the 800, 1500, 5000 and the marathon in his wheelchair. This man is a sprinter, so he does the 100 metres. You can see he has a blade there and his name is Johnny Peacock. Now this lady you might have known, she arguably one of the more famous of them, and her name is Ellie Simmons and she is a swimmer. And then this lady here is Sarah Story and she is a cyclist. Okay, I want to show you a really short video clip now of Ellie Simmons, a bit of her swimming and a bit of her talking. Okay, so that was Ellie Simmons there, in case you hadn't seen her and or you didn't know what she did. Can you think of now, stop the video and think 3 words that you could use to describe Ellie Simmons? Okay, so there might have been a whole range of different words you used. You might have used words like talented or good swimmer or fast, or you might have used things like inspirational or motivational. And I think that we would agree with any of those, okay? So what I want you to do now is find out some more about any of these athletes. So I'm going to remind you of the 5 that you can choose from. So Hannah Cockcroft, David Weir, Johnny Peacock, Ellie Simmons or Sarah Story. You pick the person that you're most interested in finding out about. And then what I want you to do is research, so look them up, find out what you can about them. I want you to write down and explain why they are particularly inspirational. And then there's 2 activities that you could choose from. You could do both if you wanted to. So you can either create a fact file about your athlete once you found out all the information, Or you can design an award to give to the athlete for their achievements. So it could be like a different type of medal, or it could be a kind of trophy, different kind of trophy like the Oscars, that kind of thing. What might it look like? What might that award be like? And you can draw and design it and label it up. So those are your choices. I really look forward to seeing what you find out about some of these inspirational Paralympians. Good luck!